Murals like the one we're at now, murals, street art, all of it that you're seeing right now is a response to say, yeah, this has all been here and now you have to listen. It's a visual way to make your voice heard that can't be ignored.
Our mission has always been to really look at street art and treat it as important, to treat it as valuable, and to, treat it seriously, I guess you might say. It takes a long time to produce something like this, right? And a lot of the stuff that you would have seen the morning after, the first night of uprising were tags that someone had to do really quickly, right? So because everything is really dynamic and changing and even dangerous, there was a lot more stuff that was violent, a lot of anti-police stuff, but it was more simple pieces, a lot of just slogans, a lot of just, particular kinds of tags. And now we're seeing pieces that are more complicated, that take more time to do, that take more planning, and that more people are working on. When I talk about the difference between the pieces that were early, that were really that fiery, violent, really resentful, like this is the pain that I'm feeling, this kind of stuff that's just really coming up from the gut, has changed over, not entirely, but partly, to more sort of collaborative pieces that are about community and about imagining the world that we want to see.
The one that we're right next to right now, it shows that vision of what they want, and they're referencing texts from the Quran that's talking about loving and giving to your community. It brings such a strong visual image to what justice looks like, and it's by a member of the BIPOC community, from this community.
What I see a lot in these pieces is a kind of visionary or an imagination of a world that people want to see. And what's really important about that is that we're seeing in public spaces, on walls, an imagination or a vision of the world that people of color want to see.
These feelings have been there. These aren't new events, these aren't new feelings, but it's a new response. It's saying that you can no longer ignore what's gone on.
You're seeing people of color's imagination happening out in public. There's a lot of art going up. We need to have spaces for Black, Indigenous, and people of color to put their art up as well. I think there's a lot of artists who sometimes feel like, even in a moment like this, that they're getting pushed out of spaces in favor of white artists. So I think that, it's really important to preserve some of those spaces for artists of color. We're going to do interviews, so we're going to be looking to connect with the artists and people who live in the neighborhoods where this art is. We're going to be trying to figure out and hear from them, learn from them, what is the importance and the impact of this art in their lives.
As long as the art is changing, as long as this is a situation that's ongoing, it's a situation that we want to continue to document and to show the visuals and show what the dreams people have for the community and the reflections that they have and the emotions. It's all very important, so as long as it's there, I think it's something that we want to continue.
There is a way in which this art reflects the ideas of the community, the experiences of the community, the emotions, the things that they're going through. So I think maybe when researchers look back at this in some time, they'll be able to use this to sort of get a sense of, what everyone was going through, how they were feeling, all those sorts of things. I think in some ways it'll be an accurate reflection of that.